And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Oh man, let's get going here. We're actually getting to almost the final stretch of the game. You know how we had the four pillars in which we fought, Ptolemaeus, Sienna, and the others. We're getting to that point in this game in the second half where we're getting to these four elemental ray points of Flam, which is where we're going to start. It's obviously Flame, Fire, Inferno, all that good stuff. So we're going to start here with Raypoint Flam. The reason why I like to do this one is I think it's one of the easier ones to personally get through. It also gives our character, jeez, I can't think of names anymore. I'm just so burnt out. Marivel. It'll give Marivel an opportunity to learn an offensive ability that will actually be quite useful. And then you also get the change rod out of this too, so that's not too bad. So now that we've actually ruined our little bridge, we actually will just take this moment to go back out of the dungeon and go back in. Yeah, then again, I could have just used the hook shot. I didn't even think about that. But in case you're worried about it, don't worry too much about it. It's not that important. I totally forgot about the hook shot, but yeah, you can walk across these. So what this allows Lilka to do, it's probably one of the most obscenely useful tools in the game. Primarily because you can get HP from the large blocks, and you can use the change rod for some side quest stuff for later. So there's two perks to coming here. Like I said, one of them's to get Marivel a decent skill for her first real offensive skill, if anything, that's worth a damn. And whatnot, and we're looking for an enemy called the Ifrit, so when that creature obviously shows up, we'll deal with it then. Gatling, left edge, So, but yeah, that's really the point, because once we beat these ray points, there will be another I think one other dungeon we need to do, on top of a bunch of side quest stuff, but after that, we'll be getting to the end stretch of the game. When we get to this final stretch of the game, there's going to be a lot of things going on. We're going to go inside the final dungeon, which is really two dungeons put together. And then we're going to leave. I know that sounds mortifying. We're going to leave because there's other things that we need to do. And it's probably the one reason why a lot of people watch Let's Plays is to see the alternate boss fights, which has become a staple of the Wild Arms franchise. Alright, so let me think. Let's see. This is color-coded, if you were wondering. Ta-da! Anyway. And so this, as I said, or as I was saying, this becomes probably the more complex point of the game once we finish these ray points. It all makes sense, mind you, but complex it is and will be. Let's see. Yes. Okay, hold on. I will skip that battle because I want to make sure I get yoink, yoink, yoink. And we already know who these are appropriately going to be absorbed into. Strength into cannon. Vitality. Who had the worst vitality? Tim technically does. Even being higher level than everyone else, he still has the worst vitality. Sorcery pretty much goes to Tim. Though we could give it to Lilka or Marivel, but I'm going to pop it on Tim there. And speed we'll give to Tim as well. Considering he's higher level than the others, he's still pretty slow. We need first aid to be on point. And so in order to get it, in a sense, to that degree, we need to make sure that Tim is as fast as can be. No exceptions. Alright, there we go. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and here. No, this is... Wait. Is this where I wanted to go? No. Let's go back this way. Yoink. Ah, here we go. I just wanted to make sure I got that, because I went in the door and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't where we're supposed to be. Alright, let's keep moving. And we'll need Lilica with her fire rod. I'll show you a rod. I'll whip out my fire rod for you. As we fight, is this it? No, this is a Giga Flame. But I think we can actually get something from him, so let's bring in Marivel. If not, it's not a big deal. Rotate, where's Marivel? Marivel for Tim. And so if you were wondering how to get Marivel new skills, you obviously, if you're trying to do it somewhat blindly, skill drain. Block, block. I don't think this is the creature. I'm pretty sure it was the Ifrit, yeah. Smithereens, no! So we'll bring Tim back in to heal that, obviously. We'll let Cannon finish that off. Alright. But yeah, when Ifrit shows up, which we will do, I will guarantee you I will make one show up. Just because I don't want to have to go through all this crap again. Well, the strongest thing we've got is the Wire Fist, so I may as well use it. Tastes like healing. And really, that's where we're at. We want to spam Cannon's Wire Fist till she picks up, I think, Phalanx. Phalanx is next. And then after Phalanx, we need to try to get her Eagle Claw. It's not the most important thing in the world to do, so, you know, if you don't get it done, don't dread, you know, oh my god, I didn't get it done. You know, as much as a lot of people like Cannon, I've never really found Cannon to be all that useful. It's more of a luck out moment for her to be, in my opinion, incredibly useful. So let's light these suckers aglow and freeze rod that middle child. And looky there. Again, not a hard dungeon, you know, these mainstream levels. Okay, alright, so let's keep moving. Whoa! Almost screwed that up. As these are, again, these are not the droids you're looking for. Let's go ahead and, because Tim's still learning abilities, we'll have him be somewhat involved in battle. As the same goes for Cannon. There's really no point in using Left Edge at this point. It's really just needing to use Gatling, which she'll never get to use because she just one-shots everything. Because she's that strong already. But that's going to start changing soon, so that's, to me, the big selling point to when we really start using Cannon to her fullest. So, yeah, if you were wondering, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of people that really like her. I personally don't think she's that great. Not until you've learned Eagle Claw, and that in and itself is more of a matter of luck than anything else. Alright, Holy Tablet. I think that's actually a stronger version than the Secret Sign, which it is, so let's put that on him. Ooh. And, you know, for the others, Mystic Word can be swapped out for Secret Sign there. Not that it really matters all that much, but, you know, to each his own. Alright, let's keep moving. As I'm still trying to get that Ifrit battle to appear. You know, they could even be as far back, and they could even be far back in the back, they could even be in the back area of the dungeon for all we know, so this could be completely pointless, but like I said, you want to make sure you grab it while you're here with Marivel, so that way we can start using her a little bit more efficiently as well. You know, as much as I love Tim, and I love, you know, we can take Ashley out and put Marivel in for, you know, the regular battle stuff. And that's kind of the point. Again, I don't know, he can do Wire Fist. Let's do Wire Fist. So, it's my highest recommendation to get some of these skills while we're here, so. And you stop talking about that, and instead beat up the monkey Popeye monster that this creature is. Timber! And the reason I don't find Cannon to be as useful is, yes, you can use her skills relentlessly, but in order for them to do significant damage, you have to attach Gatling to it, which drops all of her FP down. So, be it as it may, I've never been too big on that. Alright, so we're on a timer with these bad boys, so what we need to do is something a little more. Yoink. And there it is. Again, not the hardest puzzles in this game are here, but, you know. They're puzzles nonetheless. I'm sure people have, on accident, not realized that they were getting stuck in this juncture. Go ahead and build your... Oh, I fucked it up. Dang it. Let's try that again. Without the failure. Oh, no, they're gone. Too bad it's an item I don't give two craps about. It's the gauntlet. I don't know if those will come back or not. Unless I completely leave the dungeon. Yeah, they're not going to come back. It's alright. It's a set of gauntlets. It's an accessory that boosts defense, and to be honest with you, it's not necessary in the grand scheme of things. It's really not. It's total crap. Let's try to see if we can go back. Not that this is going to matter because I'm on the wrong side, but yeah, no, can't get through. That's okay. Like I said, if it were that important, I would definitely leave the entire dungeon and go get it, but it's just not. It really isn't. Okay, again, this is a pretty straightforward thing you gotta do. There we go, and there's just enough time to do it, so you need to just make sure you're standing in the middle and facing all the various directions and whatnot. So, alright, in we go. Let's see, let's head down. What is neat, though, is this upcoming boss is a very unique boss. Not unique, but something that if you've got Cannon, you may want to use her here. As we face off against the goofiest named enemy, I think, in this game. Not goofiest named, but for what he looks like, it's kind of a silly name to give him. The Spriggan Flam Knight. He's just so flamming. Oh, he must be fabulous. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at those beautiful horns. Anyway, so the deal with this this boss, in a sense, what you're going to want to do, you know, he doesn't really do any, so, let's do this. Let's use, lucky card first thing first, right? Alright. Ashley can stay in. And Cannon can stay in this. Yeah, I know, I'm going to use Cannon. Oh, no. But here's the reason: is this is exactly the case. And I didn't fight that Ifrit, so we need to make sure we do that. But it's, I think, further in. Yeah, because even though the boss is here, this is not the actual final room in this dungeon, surprisingly. Alright, so we'll let that continue on. Tim can just stand there and watch for all I care. And we'll keep using Wire Fist until Cannon gets to 100 FP, and then we'll use Gatling with it. See if that increases the chance of her learning her newest skill, as his melee attacks are completely pathetic. Can't think of anything else, really, other than this is my strategy for right now, because, yeah, this will benefit Cannon the most. And this is going to be a nice little niche to that, is that we can use Cannon's Wire Fist over and over again in boss battles, which is really the best chance you have for learning abilities. Now, he's putting High Barrier on and raising that, so I could care less, because he's not really... He has one decent attack. Actually, it's more than decent. It is a significant attack. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. And so when he actually goes to do it, that's when we need to worry, but until then, we'll turn Ashley into the Night Blazer just because we'll have him ready to, if we need for any reason, for emergency purposes, we need him to kill the boss ASAP, he can. We'll also use that time to build up his FP as well and hope that the boss doesn't die in the process. But as you can see, just with cannon attacking, doing the majority of the damage, even now, it's about split, but doing a lot of the damage, you know, you just didn't stand a chance. And we get a tiara for our trouble. If you're having trouble with Spriggan, just, you know, summon Sturdark or the, oh god, which one, whatever one does the ice attack. Summon those two and you'll be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and make a save. Save. And as we go deeper, we need to make a point. Sorry, I was itching myself. We need to make a point of making sure we teach that ability to, what's her name? We should be seeing Ifrits around here if they actually are at the back of the dungeon. I forget if they just are a random encounter or if it's dungeon related. So all you need to do here is actually play this the smart way. Just go back and around, and you know they're it's the second one out. So there you go. I don't know why some people don't think about that. You could probably even get it from a diagonal angle if you tried, but I always think that that's just easier to do than to sit and kind of, in a sense, dick around with the other stuff. Alright, Puka. Yoink. And we get a crest for our trouble, which, surprisingly, not that important of an item to find, but we're on a mission to get them all, right? Or as many as possible. Luckily, this isn't Wild Arms 3, where if you don't get all the chests in the game, you can't fight one of the bosses. So that's why you can see I'm so uncaring about those gauntlets. If I really do want to, I'll just get them off screen. I'll just leave the dungeon, backtrack through this dump, and get them. But it's just so trivial of a thing to do. I don't see the reason to do it. All right, Ow, he hit me. Really wish the battle would pop up. Alright. We'll head over here. And then we'll head up. We use Puka for that. And yoink, we get ourselves a lucky card. And there's the last torch, kind of trapped in there. That little area, so we need to... There we go. All done. Nice. I should play that game and let's play that game at some point. If you don't know what the music's from, don't worry, you're not missing much, but it is interesting if you know what that is. Alright. In ye DOS days. I think here is any free... Yeah, here we go. So let's go ahead and first aid everyone to make sure that that goes down nice and smooth. We'll go ahead and melee him once just to get Cannon ready to do the finishing blow. We'll take Ashley out, put in Marivel. Hopefully this doesn't kill it. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Alright. So now you will witness how to go about doing this. Let's take out Ashley for Marivel. And get her done. We'll heal her too while we're at it. First aid. Skill drain. This could take 1 or 2 tries, maybe sometimes 3. Sometimes it takes more. You just have to wait it out. Ow. He hit me hard. No. So, like I said, just keep holding out until he gives it up. And you'll get it. It just takes time. Like anything, it takes time. Come on. Come on, Marivel. There we go. Cremation. Now she can come back out, because that's all that's worth getting here. And we'll let Cannon take care of the details. Alright. Heal, defend, wire fist. Get some! And he's still standing, too, mind you. What is cool about Marivel learning cremation is, as you can see, it is an AoE attack. And who doesn't love AoE attacks? And surprisingly, when it's all said and done, Marivel actually has some of the most broken abilities in the game. Which you'll need to beat the major side bosses and whatnot. So there is a reason to put in the effort for her to get it. Just saying. And when we get to that point, we'll talk about it then. Not worried about it now. Really, I'm not. Okay. That's simple enough. Head this way. And we get the blue blazer for Ashley, I believe. No, it's not. Who's it for? Blue. Oh, Lilka. That's right. Everything in here is pretty much for Lilka. Alright, moving on. Running down. Running in. So we move forward here. And obviously that's pretty obvious. It's pretty... you should be aware of what we got to do here. Whoops. Oh, no! Fail! And through the door I go. Yeah, that was just goofy. Let's try that again. There we go. We get the Pulbo Calbo. Sounds kind of dirty. Alright, in we go. Did I actually equip that on her? No, I did not. There we go. We down and through here. So you can see, like I said, I could care less about the random battles. Now we got what we wanted. We got what we came here for. I'll just skip them. Well, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. These are the timed ones. Okay, so Kerblamo. Okay, which ones did I miss? Okay. So you gotta... This is goofy, I know, but you gotta kind of angle the camera in the right enough direction so that you can actually do this. So it's the extent of the fireball is really the line, mostly line of sight that you have. So you just gotta rotate the camera so that you can see everything. Again, not necessarily the most difficult puzzle, but I know some people get frustrated with that one. Just remember, just make sure you can see it. If you can see it, you can do it, you know? Hey, Lilka, your daughter. Wait, what? The spirit of Flam. It just sounds weird saying Flam. Or Flam. Flame. Flam. No. Flame would have the E on the end. It's Flam. You understand that only those with supreme sorcery will be able to liberate the Ray Point. Okay. Come on, we know she's gonna be able to do it. I mean, what kind of crap is this? I'm hesitating because I actually filled my diaper. Shitting myself knowing that I might fail. Yet I've not failed since the very beginning of this game. Which is kind of true. So it makes that point of failing kind of trivial. Magic is the power to do anything, isn't the power to be like my big sister, who I so adore, yet we've not really met once. Except in, you know... Would have been nice to actually be able to put like a face or an expression to her sister. Where are you? I am here. Why is your voice so deep and manly? There's a lot you have not learned from me yet. Hey, it's the Child of Light. Oh, sweet Child of Light. Always tried to fill in for you by going all out. All out. Like, you know, teleport randomly around the world and not know where you're going. You didn't give up like I did. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we get it. You feel inferior in the light of your sister. But yet she's not here and you are. We're gonna see the special spell. I'm covering my nads just to protect my child makers. Hocus Pocus Fizzy Pocus. Because then when in doubt, just laugh. Like when that man holds a gun to your head, just look at him and go, ha ha! You'll probably die, but at least you died with dignity. It burns! The light burns! Oh, man. Everyone, I'm so sorry I lost my confidence. It's not like me at all. I don't know, you seem to keep doing it sporadically. I've kind of gotten used to it. It's not a Crest sorceress, I knew that, but forgot somewhere along the way. I forgot that magic can be used by anyone and can do almost anything. Even when I stumble and make mistakes, my magic doesn't surrender. Neither does my virginity. Meow, 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 meow. Sorry. I know I'm killing the moment, but there's not much of a moment here. You know, this is a part of the game where people felt that, as cool of a game as Wild Arms 2 really is, there were moments of some of the characters were a little awkward, and then we get dual cast. Nice. Yeah, I got it. You know, it's just one of those things where, like, Wild Arms 1 had, in my opinion, a little bit of a stronger story, but it had a much weaker cast. I only gave a crap about Jack. You know, most of us only did. So it's, to each his own kind of thing. Alright, so now we've done pretty good. Well, really what's next is to go to Raypoint Wing, which is, for the most part is just, I don't know how to describe it, it's just wind. But you know what I'll do is, for the cheap seats, I'll make the effort to go back and get the gauntlet. I feel bad, and I'm sure I'm getting sneered at for not getting it. So we'll spend the rest of this episode. It'll take all of 5 minutes to do. We'll just run in there, grab it, and do that. So if you want to just skip ahead to the next episode, by all means, go ahead. I will not hold it against you. Well, I've never held it against you. I've never held it against anybody. Watch what you like, and then if you choose to move on, go for it. Alright, let's go ahead and hop on board our nice little rocket ship. Dragon ship. And we'll go back and we'll get the stupid thing, just so I can say I got it, Alright. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. So, you also, if you feel the need to level up further or something, you may as well do it here. I guess one thing I can mention too are the Marivel skills. It's not just the Ray points. If you want, you can pick up some of her skills. There's the Man-Eaters outside of Slayheim who have, they can teach her the skill Sleep. There's this creature out on the ocean. What is he called? He's something Lancer. What is it? Not Lava Lancer, that's just stupid. It's, I think it's Skid Lancer or something like that. Anyway, you want to get his ability because it's called Status Lock, which is, again, one of those broken skills that Marivel can do. Once you put Status Lock up, your status are permanently fixed into the character. So that means, the enemy can't take your abilities away, all that good stuff that you probably would want to have. So just as a heads up, that's something that's usually worth looking into. It's a great skill to have. And if you're trying to do the all-powerful alternate boss fights, you're going to need to do that. You're going to need that skill on top of a whole bunch of others. So just as a heads up, Alright, and there's the Gauntlet, which is really an upgrade for what Brad's got on right now. The Kid Gloves to the Gauntlet. Not that he's going to really use that in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, he's got it. Alright, so that concludes our run-through of the Raypoint Flom. On the next episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition, we have to go deeper and deeper and deeper. No, I'm just kidding. Balls deep. No, we'll go to Waypoint Wing and get a lot of that, get that done. And then probably after that is a good time, is a good interlude time for us to do some side questing and all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys there.